People buy stuff to make some stress in their life go away. So therefore, your job is to be a stress remover. People say, I'd like to have a stress-free life. No, you wouldn't. You're stress-free when you're dead. And dead people buy nothing, which pretty much proves my point. You see, they have no more stress. How many of you, a little audience survey, how many of you have had a customer service experience in the last 3 weeks on this planet when you were being the customer and the people that you were giving your hard-earned money to actually gave you more stress than you had before you gave them your money? Who would that be? That is everybody. And the people you were doing business with simply don't get it. You see, they actually believe that their job in exchange for your money is to give you more stress. This is goofy. And goofy is a technical term for stupid. 3 steps, 3 simple steps to this whole process. Number 1, understand your customer's stress better than your competitors. Understand it better. Number 2, do what is required to make some of that stress go away better than your competitors. And then, number 3, effectively communicate your powerful message. Understand better, do better, and communicate better. You see, if you understand and you do, but you don't communicate, you're not doing. We're only doing what we effectively communicate we're doing. I spoke in Windsor, Ontario a couple of years ago to the Downtown Merchants Association. And I arrived the night before, and my sponsor there arranged for me to stay in a famous brand name hotel on Riverside Drive, one of 6 hotels on Riverside Drive. Big mistake choosing that one. I spent 1 night in that hotel, 1 night. And at the end, when I was checking out at 8 o'clock the next morning to go across the road to do my presentation, I had a list of 8 things wrong with that hotel. Seriously wrong. I asked for the manager. He came out. I gave him my list of 8 things wrong with his hotel. I normally charge big money for these lists. I gave it to the guy. And he read my list of 8 things wrong with his hotel, and then he looked me straight in the eye and he said, but what you have to understand is, I said, stop right there. Stop right there. I'm a customer. I don't have to understand a damn thing. There's 5 other hotels on Riverside Drive. Exactly how much do I have to understand about your problems running your hotel on my next visit to Windsor? See, he didn't understand whose job it is to understand. In fact, he wanted me to take ownership of his stress. He invited me into his office for half an hour so I could sit down while he explained to me all of his problems running his hotel. Do I give a damn? No. So I reached into my pocket. I pulled out a free pass to my 3-hour seminar across the road at 9 o'clock. I said, if you're there in the front row and I can see you, I won't talk about you. And there he was. I am sick and tired of companies large and small around the world that I work with. They bitch and complain about the fact that there's no loyalty anymore. Say people are loyal, they're just loyal to your competitor, and apparently that ticks you off. And the truth is, and nobody gets it, that there's more opportunity to create loyalty today than ever before. More opportunity to create loyalty than ever before. Nobody gets it. Because they don't know what loyalty is. Loyalty is really simple. You can read books 3 inches thick on loyalty. I'll save you the time. People are loyal to what is best for them. Breakthrough there, eh? What the hell would you expect? Here's an important thing to understand, and that is that people, most people, have 4 currencies in their lives, not just 1. So many business people believe that their customers have only 1 currency in their lives, money, so they can think of one way to compete, which is to cut their price. There are some people out there motivated only by money, only by price. A few of them, fewer than you think. Donate them to your competitors. Have the courage to donate them to your competitors. It'll just put your competitors out of business faster. There's too many of them anyway. It's practically a public service. You see, most people do have 4 currencies in their lives. A currency is anything of value to people that they don't have enough of. And you see, most companies talk about service, but they never define it. And if you can't define it, you can't deliver it, you don't know what the heck it is. So we make it simple with a simple definition of service. Service is anything that makes some of your customers' stress go away. Anything that gives them stress is unservice. Are you in the unservice business in any way? Anything. Whether it puts money in your pocket right away today or builds a relationship that owns a customer for life. A couple of years ago, my mother, 87 years of age now, 85 back then, and she needed to tighten a knob on a kitchen cupboard. She lives by herself. She's very independent. needed to tighten this knob. Opened her little drawer of tools looking for just the right screwdriver. She couldn't find the right screwdriver, so she got in her car, drove down to the local hardware store, walked into the hardware store, and as she walked in the door, she had a temporary lapse of memory. She says she gets it from me. And she confessed to the young man in the hardware store. She said, "Oh, I am so embarrassed. I have forgotten which screwdriver I need." And that young man looked my 85-year-old mother straight in the eye and said, "If you don't even know what screwdriver you need, why are you wasting my time?" He should be 85 someday, huh? And if Mother has her way, he won't make it. No. We need to take ownership of our customer stress, not to embarrass and humiliate them, but to uplift them. People want value. Do we understand what value is? Do we think there's 111 kinds of value? Because, in fact, there's only 3. Let's keep it simple. There are only 3 values on this planet. Number 1, functional value. Number 2, emotional value. Number 3, financial value. Functional, emotional, and financial value. That is it. Functional value. Here's an example. Sell products and services that actually work for your chosen customers. That would be functional value. Anybody here ever bought a product that you just know was designed to fail? Anybody bought just a piece of crap? From its birth, it was designed to fail. This is not functional value. Number 2, be open and available when your customers need you. Number 3, provide them with the coaching, the help, the information, and encouragement that they need to be successful with what you sold. Be the caring coach. Survey after survey after survey indicates that confidence is the number 1 factor in people's decision to buy or not to buy. And that will never change. Confidence will always be number 1. And according to these surveys, quality, service, selection, and price are generally 2, 3, 4, and 5. So many people keep putting price first. Their customers put it 4th or 5th. A brand is a name and an image that guarantees a consistent set of standards and values that your target customers want in their lives. See, a brand is a guarantee. And brands are powerful because they create confidence. I know exactly what I'm going to get. Holiday Inns, great example. Years ago, their motto was, Holiday Inn, where there's no surprises. You expected mediocrity, you got mediocrity, but you weren't surprised. We can shoot way above that, and we are shooting way above that. Excellence, always delivered consistently. Everything you do either builds the brand or kills the brand. There's no in between. Everything you do every day, one customer at a time, builds the brand or kills the brand.